All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Omotola. If you're new here, you are welcome. Please consider subscribing and remember to click on that bell notification icon. That way, you get notified every time I upload a video, which is at least once every week. All right. So today we have a special guest in their house. If you're coming to the UK and you are coming to with the healthcare route, or you're coming as a nurse and you don't know this person, my dear, your research is not complete. Your research is questionable. It's really questionable because Gloria is one of the first YouTubers that I came across when I was doing my research to come into the UK as a healthcare worker. So I'm just going to let her do our own introduction because she needs no further introduction. She is one of the biggest YouTubers currently sharing information about healthcare and nursing routes. She's a nurse herself. I'm already introducing you. Gloria, introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
You're making me laugh. Thank you, Tola, for having me. My
Thank
name
you
is
for
Gloria
coming.
Otiko. I'm a nurse mom, student YouTuber, humbly residing in Scotland. And no matter how, we're just upcoming YouTubers. We're just hustling.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yes, I live in Scotland and I came in as a nurse. I've known Tola. She's always commenting on my channel from like when I had maybe 500 subscribers. So I'm
Yeah.
actually honored to
Before
be on her
1,000, yes.
channel. Yes, I'm sure. I'm actually honored to be on her channel today and I hope you have good value from this video and please just subscribe to her channel. Thank you.
Thank you, Gloria. All right, so you guys, we just shot a video for Gloria's channel. It is a comparison between Scotland and England. If you are interested or you are seeing the value of decision, you don't know where you want to go, please go and watch that video. I'm sure it will go up before this one. So you guys go over to Gloria's channel. I will leave a link to her channel in the description box. So please go over there and show her some love. Tell her, Tola, if you go there, just write from Tola's channel. Let her know that we represent. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about a very serious issue because I feel like a lot of people are just carried away with the old wave of healthcare work. Let's come in as a healthcare worker, as a senior carer. All right, but there's a lot more to that. If when you start working, you will know that you do not want to be stuck doing healthcare work forever. A lot of people might be content with this level, but for as many as are looking for information regarding top-up courses and courses that you can do to advance to the next stage, for someone like me who's looking into going into healthcare and getting to a nursing career, this video is for you, and that is what today's video is about. So today's video is talking about how to top up and how to advance in your career or career progression, really. So for those of you who are curious, sit back, grab a drink, and we will be back with the rest of the video. All right, so the first question to you, Gloria, is how long do you think I need to work as a healthcare worker to fully grasp the knowledge that I require as a healthcare worker? Now, this may be relative depending on whether you are working in a care home, with the NHS, or with an agency. But I just want you to give us an idea of how long should you really stay in that role to fully understand the role of a healthcare worker?
All right. So to fully understand something is actually dependent on you, your learning capability, how fast you grab things. And like I always say, you learn every day, no matter how long you've been in that job. But the minimum time you can even understand what's actually going on is 3 months. I always think it's 3 months. I can relate to this a little bit because when I came to the UK, although I was a registered nurse, but before I had my PIN, for the first 3 months, I was working as a care assistant. That means I was doing everything the care assistant would do, and I had no clue whatsoever. I was clueless, like I didn't even know what was happening in a care home. It takes you at least 3 months to even up to 6 months to be able to understand that, okay, this is what they do, and this is how you do it, and this is why we do it. So I would say from 6 months upward, and depend on how much you want to learn. If it's just the basic, and if you want to learn more, it will just take you more time. But at least give yourself 3 to 6 months to actually get to understand what is actually happening at all.
So you guys, you've heard at least 3 months to 6 months to fully understand. Right now, I'm sitting at 4 months and a half. So I'm getting to the point where I have worked for a while. I have gotten some experience, and I am starting to eye a higher level, or like the next band. And this is because of, career progression. So for someone like me, I'm not content to just remain at this level. So what is the next stage? I know the next stage after a healthcare worker is to become a senior carer, or yeah, and after that, team lead, and things like that. But what is the requirement for healthcare workers to become senior carers?
All right. So normally, if you're starting, let's say you've come into the UK as a dependent, or you're already in the UK, you just want to go into health caring, you want to go as care assistant, it's very easy peasy. Like, you almost don't need any requirement. As long as you're ready to do the job, you can go get application and you start from the minimum mess level. But then you don't have your SVQ, you don't have, but you have to register with the CQC. I don't know what you call them. I don't know what you call them in England. You need to register,
Yes.
just a little bit of money, register to say you're already with them. And then what I will advise is to try to just, if you want to go through the health route, try to advance. That is where you're not talking about your NVQ2 or your SVQ2. In Scotland, we call it SVQ2, while in England, they call it NVQ2. I don't know what they call it in Northern Ireland or other parts. So you want to go get your NVQ2. And what you just need to do is to approach your manager, approach your deputy, someone who is in the system, to say, look, I want to do this. Can you kindly enroll me? And they will normally, they can either pay for it or you pay for it. It's not that expensive. Is it about 70 something? It's very cheap, 40 something to 70 something pound. I can't remember how much. They will enroll you, and there are people who usually come to conduct that training. They will give you what to study, what to read, usually within 6 months training. And then we have SVQ3 or MVQ3, which is the top level in healthcare. It's just the same process. Once they see that you're qualified for MVQ2, they will ask, or you can go and approach to start MVQ3. You just do the training as well, which is more intense. So in MVQ3, once you have MVQ3, they teach you a little bit more of the things you're doing. You know the rationale. You're taught to train the junior ones coming. You take more leadership roles. In fact, so once you have MVQ3, normally, if they are short in your care home especially, you are allowed to even become a senior carer. So those senior carers, in the few care homes I've worked, some of them can give medication once they've been trained, because they will shadow with the nurses and will train them to give medication. Although they may not know how it works, but just basic medications.
Yeah.
And they will make sure they are competent before they allow them. They can give medication, they can do maybe care plan notes, they can do just those basic stuff. And then you always have your nurses to help you when you need anything that confuses you. Although over the past year, there's been this issue of senior carer visa for, if you have your master's, if you have this degree, you can come directly and come and become a senior carer. As much as it is a good way to come into the UK, I also find it challenging a little bit, because if you're coming to head group of usually female carers that are very bright, that knows what they've been doing. In fact, even as a nurse, I struggle, because some of them have been there for 20 years. Some of them, when I came, I didn't even know how to even change their part. I didn't know. I didn't have a clue, because it's not what we do back home.
Yeah.
You still have to learn. Although you can go into senior caring role, but you still have this phase where you need to learn. And yeah, from there you can advance your career. I was telling Tola not too long ago when we were talking before this video that if you have your SVQ3, I've seen people who has got SVQ3 or MVQ3, and they can use that to apply into becoming a nurse. It doesn't automatically make you a nurse, because I know back home in Nigeria, once you've gone to one hospital and you have trained for some time, you actually start wearing nursing uniform. They won't do graduation for you. It's not like that here. Yes, that certificate you've got can help you to go and start. They have this 1 year program they do before you actually given admission to now do nursing. So that will help you. I've not seen anybody that was rejected once they have that SVQ3. You will go in, you will do this small exam or interview they used to do, and they will give you the admission, usually. Because you already
Okay.
have the background, you already have the basic. So it can help you to get that admission to start, to now go into
That's good.
school of nursing or into university to do nursing, where you will now go for 3 or 4 years, depending on how long. If it's school of nursing, you're going college of nursing, or if it is university. That's if you're in the UK. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So once you've got your MVQ3, you're already close, very, very close. Even if you don't have your MVQ3, see, Google is your friend. Research, research, research. Search. Go to Google. Search school or universities offering nursing. Schools doing, go and research, go to their website, get their phone number, get their website number, mail them, say, look, I've got SVQ3, I've got SVQ2, I want to become a nurse, what do you want? They will answer you. They will respond to you. If they don't respond, phone them, say, look, I want to get into this school, what are the requirements? And when is the school section starting? How much is the school fees? These people want your money. They want your
Yes.
money. I'm in school, I'm doing nursing top-up for 1 year. They want your money. When I tried to apply for school, I decided calling me. I'm like, what is it? Is it? In fact, at some point, I was even scared that maybe their phone with their scammers, because it started pressurizing me. When are you starting? As if they're now begging me to come and start school. It's because they need your money. Because the people here, the natives, the school fees is very low for them, or it's not as much as you that you're international. You're going to pay as an international person, and your school fees, they want that money. So they will be following you, they will tell you what the requirements are, and from there you go. But the only thing with you starting as a fresher may be that you may not be able to do it as a part-time, because that means it will take you everlasting.
Yeah.
You may have to be at a level where you're very stable enough to do full-time study.
Yeah.
If you're going to do nursing, because it's not going to be less than 3 to 4 years. If you're going to do it part-time, I don't know how you're going to manage. It's going to be full-time, where you have to concentrate and go get your admission, start nursing from the scratch from a year 1, and you become a nurse. So for top-up, it is not as a care assistant. Like I said, if you want to come and do top-up in the UK, you already have your diploma nursing. In Nigeria, we do diploma for 3 years. You're already a registered nurse. You have your PIN, you have your license. You've come into the UK, you're already working as a registered nurse. You've passed all the exams, and now you want to do your BSc nursing, which is the one you do in the university.
Yeah.
Then apply to any of the school, and then you can do top-up, which is just online. They will teach you everything for a period of 1 year to as long as 2 years, depending on how fast you can study and how fast you can go. So
do you do placement after that?
No, you don't do placement, because you're already
Placement.
a nurse. You're already working already. You already know everything. Just that you just want to have BSc.
Yes.
It doesn't even change anything. Even when you finish as a BSc nurse, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't add anything to your salary. Nothing. It's just the same. It's just maybe in the future when you want to promote to maybe band 7, band 8, they may ask that you have maybe BSc in nursing.
All right. So after that course you do, after the NVQ3 level, what band do you fall into?
You're still a carer. You're not a nurse. You're still a carer, and then you can be. So I've got people who are senior carers. They're band 3. In fact, I have someone next door to my dialysis, because I work in dialysis right now with the NHS. He's applying for a band 4. And he's not applying based on what he has studied. He's applying based on experience, the courses he has done, all the CPR, all those courses that you will do. He's applying to be a band 4. So you cannot get band 5. We nurses we start no matter how many years. Like I've been a nurse now.
The entry level.
Yes, I've been a nurse for about 11 years now, but I started as a band 5. Like I used to even laugh at myself. Can you imagine? You start as band 5, but as a carer, you cannot start as band 5. You're between band 2. So if you're starting as a carer, let's say in the NHS or care home, you're a band 2 with no experience. And then with your experience, with your SVQ2, SVQ3, you can get to band 3. And then I think the highest band for care assistants are band 4.
Okay.
Do you understand? And you get paid on that banding. So that is a way to advance yourself. If you're coming in as a carer, and I've also seen so many dependents fall into this trap, especially dependent male, dependent female. I always say, for instance, Tola came in as a dependent to her husband. That means her husband has got a career he's pursuing, either
Yes.
master's level, whatever level he is pursuing. You have come as a dependent. What are you pursuing? You may get
Mm.
carried away by you get
With
money
chasing
anyway.
money. Mm.
You may get carried away, or even we women that have come into the country as a nurse, we've got dependent husband who have sacrificed for us, sacrificed their career. They may come in here and not do the same job they were doing back home, and they may do any job they see, maybe care, maybe any job, that whatever job they can get their hand to do. But my question is, you have to always remember that you should also be focused and you should also pursue your career, because
Yeah.
that person you're coming in with, for instance, you're coming in as a dependent of someone who is working. They have a job, and as long as they're on that visa, they will have that job and they will keep growing.
Yes.
You don't get distracted. Always try to find a way to advance your own career. For someone who has come in as a student, is even another way. If you finish your school, and usually they give these 2 years post-study visa
Yes.
thing now.
Post visa.
You as a dependent, I will say you too go and do your own masters. They will give you visa. Your family will continue to stay. Do something. Don't allow that money, and don't allow the shadow of your partner. Don't allow
Yeah.
it to cover your own. Always try to advance. From there, go and do IT. Go and do this. Go to school, study, and find your own job. And it's not easy, but it is
Yeah.
doable. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I think.
Especially if you have children, it's not easy, but it's
It's not
very
easy.
doable.
It's
It's a
not easy.
sacrifice for everybody, really.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Gloria. I think you have covered a lot of bases.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Gloria. You have unveiled a lot. You have explained a lot. So there it is, guys. And that is that is the ladder. That is the step. That is the progression to career advancement here in the UK through the healthcare route. All right. Then many thanks to you, Gloria, for coming on the show today and allowing us to tap from your wealth of experience. You guys, Gloria's channel is loaded with a lot of resources with regard to healthcare content, with regard to nursing content. I will leave a link to her channel in the description box below. Please go over there and show her some love, and also find out a lot more information that you probably can get from this video. If you found anything of value in this video today, please remember to give this video a huge thumbs up. It does a lot to help my analytics and get other people to see this video. Leave me a comment if you are still curious about one or two things. Gloria will also be in the comment section to answer your questions. And I'll see you in the next one. Gloria, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.